Hello, I'm Adam Newman. This is my official YouTube channel. Please subscribe and support them.
The Young and the Restless spoilers full. Welcome back to our channel, soap fans. It is a wild Wednesday, and we have so much to unpack today. I cannot believe they just did that. I am literally sitting here staring at my screen at 2 a.m., completely unable to process what just came out of Kyle Abbott's mouth. Are we seriously doing this? Are we really crossing this line? I mean, I know things have been tense, I know the stakes are high, but hearing Kyle and Jack sit in the dark and casually discuss murder, and not just any murder, but taking out Patty Williams, I am losing my mind over here. I've been watching this show religiously since 2015, and I have seen the Abbotts do some shady, morally questionable things in the name of family protection, but this is a whole new level of dark. Because it's one thing to play corporate games or scheme to get someone out of town, but to sit in the dead of night and say, we need to kill her. Wow, just wow. So, let's back up for a second because I'm getting way ahead of myself. I need to calm down, but I can't. Okay, back to the point. We all know Diane Jenkins Abbott has been missing for weeks. We know she's currently locked in some creepy, barred room with Dr. Lawrence Markham who, by the way, I am still 99% sure is Martin Laurent with a new face, but that's a tangent for another day. We know Patty Williams is the one pulling the strings here. She literally shoved a staged photo of Diane in a padded cell into Jack's face and demanded he sleep with her to get his wife back. Sick, right? Absolutely twisted. So I totally get why Jack and Kyle are pushed to the brink. I get the desperation. But to jump straight to let's put a hit out on Patty. Am I the only one who thinks Kyle has completely lost the plot? And let's talk about Kyle for a minute. Kyle Abbott, the guy who usually wears nice suits, runs Jabbo, and complains about his love life. Suddenly, he's Tony Soprano. He comes to Jack in the middle of the night, pacing the room, looking absolutely furious. You could see the veins popping in his neck. He tells Jack that they have to rescue Diane at all costs. At all costs, those are dangerous words in Genoa City. He knows Patty and Markham are allies. He knows they are working together to keep Diane hidden and torture the Abbott family. But then Kyle looks his father dead in the eye and says they need to kill Patty so they won't be tracked or blackmailed anymore. He was so cold about it. Like, I kinda love seeing this ruthless side of Kyle, but it's also terrifying. He's not thinking about the consequences, he's just pure, unadulterated rage. But what really gets me is Jack Abbott, the supposed moral compass of the family. The man who always tries to take the high road against Victor Newman. And he's just sitting there, listening to his son plot a homicide. I mean, sure, Jack is traumatized. Patty is trying to force him to recreate their yacht magic excuse me while I gag, and he's terrified for Diane. But you'd think Jack would be the one to say, whoa, son, let's call Detective Burrow, let's use Tracy's intel, let's not commit a felony. But no. They are just going back and forth, planning to trick Patty. Plotting her demise like they're ordering takeout. It's wild. Remember when they tried this kind of extreme cover-up stuff with Ashland Locke? Yeah, didn't work then either. The Abbotts are terrible at crimes. They are going to leave a trail of evidence a mile wide. And then, oh my god, and then the camera pans. Because of course it does, you guys. I screamed at my television. I literally screamed. Because right outside the door, lurking in the shadows like a horror movie villain, is Patty Williams. She is eavesdropping on the entire conversation, every single word, every plot, every threat, every mention of ending her life. It is the most classic, deliciously dramatic soap opera trope ever. The person you're plotting against is standing right behind the door. But the way they shot this scene, absolute cinema. The lighting was so dark and moody, and Patty's face. Oh my god. Her face will haunt my nightmares. I need to spend a whole paragraph just talking about Stacey Haydock's acting here because she gave me chills. Patty is standing behind that door, and her eyes are literally bloodshot. They are red, wide, and filled with a kind of demonic fury that we haven't seen in years. She thought she had one. She thought she had Jack completely cornered, ready to surrender to her twisted romantic fantasy. And instead of hearing him pine for her or give up, she hears the man she is obsessed with and his son plotting to murder her. The absolute betrayal she must be feeling in her warped, delusional mind. In her head, she is the victim here. She thinks she's just fighting for love, and now she knows they want her in a body bag. So what does this mean? It means Jack and Kyle have completely messed up. They think they are being so smart, talking about finding evidence that Patty and Markham are allies, talking about eliminating the threat. But they just handed Patty the ultimate weapon, motivation. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, but hell hath absolutely no fury like Patty Williams when she finds out her true love wants to assassinate her. She was already dangerous when she was just trying to blackmail Jack for sex, but now she is going to want blood. She swore right then and there that she will never forgive Jack and Kyle. Never. I am officially terrified for Diane. I know some people are loving this, and I know a lot of fans still hate Diane for faking her death all those years ago. Some people on the forums are probably cheering for Patty, but personally, I kinda want Diane to get out of this. She is currently stuck in that padded cell looking room with Dr. Markham, clutching a letter opener, thinking Jack authorized her stay. If Patty goes full revenge mode, and we know she will, Diane is the easiest target. Patty isn't just going to keep Diane hidden anymore. She might actually order Markham to hurt her. Or worse, Patty might go to that clinic herself and take her rage out on Diane directly. Remember when Patty poisoned Summer Newman? She has zero boundaries when it comes to hurting the people Jack loves. Let's also not forget about Tracy in all of this. Tracy Abbott has been doing the Lord's work, sleuthing around the park, catching Patty handing over cash to Dr. Markham. Tracy is the one who has been pressing Patty, playing psychological mind games. And now Jack and Kyle are going to ruin Tracy's delicate work by going full mobster. If Tracy finds out that her brothers are plotting a literal murder, she is going to lose her mind. Tracy is the heart of that family. If she walks in on Kyle talking about snapping Patty's neck, family dinners are going to be incredibly awkward. Honestly, Jack and Kyle should be using Tracy's information to go to Detective Burrow. They know Markham is the weak link. Why jump to murder when you can just follow the money? It makes no sense, but because they are acting on pure emotion, they are making the dumbest possible choices. And you know what else is driving me crazy? The parallel between what the Abbotts are doing and what Victor Newman is doing across town. We always hear Jack preach about how Victor is a monster. But look at Jack right now. He is literally mirroring Victor's darkest traits. While Victor is over at the ranch, playing the doting husband while secretly drugging Nikki and liquidating her entire estate, which makes my stomach turn. Jack is sitting in his mansion plotting to execute a woman. The hypocrisy is staggering. I mean, I love Jack, but he has lost the moral high ground forever after this conversation. If Victor ever finds out that the Golden Abbott boys were planning a hit, he will use it to destroy Jabbo. And frankly, they might deserve it at this point. So how is Patty's revenge actually going to play out? Because we know Patty doesn't just do simple revenge. She does theatrical, psychological warfare. She's not just going to shoot them. She is going to make them suffer. I predict she is going to use Diane to break them completely. She might send them a video of Diane. She might force Diane to say terrible things on camera. Or, knowing Patty's history with plastic surgery and stolen identities, who knows what kind of twisted game she and Markham are going to cook up. Maybe she make Markham drug Diane so heavily that she forgets who Jack even is. The possibilities are endless and terrifying. I am literally shaking just thinking about what those bloodshot eyes are capable of. Patty Williams is a survivor, and when you back a survivor into a corner and threaten their life, they come out clawing. Look, I am dreading the fallout, but I am also 100% here for the drama. This is the kind of high-stakes, unhinged storytelling that made me fall in love with The Young and the Restless in the first place. I want to see Patty unleash absolute chaos on Genoa City. I want to see Kyle realize he is in way over his head. I want to see Jack's face when he realizes Patty heard every single word. It is going to be explosive. But seriously, Kyle needs to take a chill pill and maybe hire a professional security team instead of trying to be a hitman. I am going to be thinking about Patty's bloodshot eyes all night. I need to go drink some tea and calm down before tomorrow's episode. Let me know if you guys are as freaked out as I am, because I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.